Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name's Rob and today's video is gonna be all about Back to the Future, the movie. I've watched all three movies. I've watched the TV show when they had it out. It was a long time ago. I really wish I could find the TV show on any of the streaming apps or to purchase. So far I have not had any luck. But anyways, the Back to the Future, I love the Back to the Future movie. They had a Back to the Future game on PlayStation. I watched that. Netflix, I think, had a show to do with Back to the Future. It wasn't really, like it was more of a documentary. I think it was called Back in Time or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what it was, but anyways, I love the movies. The TV show was great. I really enjoyed the video game. The video game, you were able to pretty much choose your path. You could decide whether you wanted to go here or there. Whether it be this time at this place, that time at another place, all that stuff. It's been a long time since I've played it, so I don't remember 100%. I think I had it when I had the PS3, and all that stuff. But either way, it was a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. I've been watching a lot of different videos on YouTube in regards to the Back to the Future. I've learned some things, I guess you could say Easter eggs, that I never really noticed, never really put two and two together. But so some of the videos I've seen with Back to the Future is, some people say Back to the Future predicted the future, predicted 9/11, and because in one of the scenes when Marty goes to meet Doc Brown and learns about the DeLorean time machine, the sign at the mall, Twins Pine Mall, says 116, and if you turn that around upside down, it's basically 9/11. And after Marty comes back, after going to 1955, it's the Lone Pines Mall, and the fact that the terrorists, and all that stuff. And also there was another scene where I never really thought of it, but in the background, somebody pointed out that there was an all-seeing eye. I don't really remember what that had to do with anything. But when Marty goes back in time, and you see the tire marks, the flames from the tires where it goes back in time, and you look to the left, there's a little sign, LED sign, whatever you want to call it back then, that is in the shape of a 9, and then you see the tire flames and it says 11. Another thing that people are saying it is, if you look at the tower strike on it, and all that stuff. And then in Back to the Future 2, Marty when he goes to his house and they're on that TV screen. And for anyone that knows how the old TVs work, especially if you had an antenna where, you could have a decent picture, but the picture kept like scrolling up, and I don't know how you want to describe it, but the picture kept going up into the top of the screen and rising up. And Marty's father was upside down, and it was a movie about the Twin Towers, and so it looked like they showed him from their perspective, and the towers were falling. So a lot of people say that Back to the Future somehow predicted 9/11 and the terrorist thing. I think a lot of it's coincidence. I think it's funny that one of the things they said is so that was supposedly, that movie with the Twin Towers was a movie that was just released, brand new. I forget what they called it, and they had a thing where they were talking about the wires that Doc Brown did from the clock tower to the thing, where they connected wires to the tower. And the one that created Back to the Future was Robert Zemeckis. So, basically, one thing that's mentioned is Marty is trying to tell Doc about the terrorist attack and how he gets shot. And one thing Marty says is, you'll find out in 30 years. And if you think about it, 1955 to 1985 is 30 years. They also did the Back to the Future 2, where they went to the future to save Marty's kid. And if you do the math, that was 30 years too. And one thing they say about the tower that they show in the movie is it's a new movie that is been created and just been released on DVD or whatever you want to call it. Like I said, the technology and stuff is confusing, how they did it, and all that stuff. And obviously Robert Zemeckis is the producer. And I think it's funny where, and I know he probably planned it, or part of me wonders if he even remembered about that scene on the TV with the towers in the movie or not. But anyways, point is, in 2015, he made a movie. I think it was called The Tower, or The Towers, or something. It had something to do with a High Wire Act guy. His name was Felipe or something. The guy kind of looked, I saw a trailer for it or something after I said it, and the guy kind of looked like Marty, and he's got the wire between the two towers and all that stuff, and he's walking across it. So I thought that was kind of cool. Was that planned from the beginning when they created Back to the Future? I don't know. Was it coincidence that it just happened to be 2015 when this movie came out? Don't know. There's no way to tell. But a couple other cool things about Back to the Future that I found interesting is if you go to O'Reilly's Auto Parts website, and you go to search parts, probably like with anything like Walmart or Amazon, if you know the part order, whether it be for water filter for a camper, or water filter for the fridge, or anything like that, you can just put that part number in and find it that way, rather than putting water filters and wondering which one's going to fit your thing. But anyway, so where you search that part, you can if you type in 1.121G and hit search, the Flux Capacitor will pop up on their website. You're not able to buy it. It's just for fun, it says, just for show. So like I said, you can't buy it. But if you're really big Back to the Future fan, even if you're not just a Back to the Future fan, but if you're a Knight Rider fan, if you're a Ghostbusters fan, mainly those three. They do a couple others. I don't know how much they do how much Knight Rider kit is involved, or Ghostbusters is involved anymore. So there's, out in Texas, there's actually this YouTube channel, and I think it's called it's called Video Bob Mosley. If you want to look up and see what they have, it's Bob's Prop Shop. I had to check and see which one was the right one for YouTube, because I have stuck in my head Bob's Prop Shop and Video Bob Mosley. But Bob's Prop Shop is the company that you can go on their website and look at, see what they have. And Video Bob Mosley is the YouTube channel. But this guy buys a bunch of DeLoreans and he turns them into Back to the Future time machines. There's a couple different ones. They've got ones that are automatic. They got ones that are manual. Like spot on. Right, every detail 100% accurate. Everything. I think he mainly does it from the first and second Back to the Future. I don't think he's really done any from Back to the Future 3, but it's mainly from 1 and 2 he does the cars on. And he's got one that's got 2 different setups on it. And when I say 2 different setups, is so from the first movie he had the part where he puts the plutonium in. He has that, and then he has it on the same car. You can take that off, that piece where you put the plutonium in. You can take that off, and you can attach another part where it has the Mr. Fusion. So he makes all these DeLorean cars. He sells them. And that's mainly what he does. He mainly concentrates on the Back to the Future movie cars and time machine DeLoreans. Why just that? I don't really remember. I think he said why he concentrates only on those. But he's also done quite a few Knight Rider kit cars. He's done the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. He's done the Bluesmobile, and he's done the A-Team van, or he's at least had the A-Team van on his channel. I don't know if he's, physically built the A-Team van. I don't really remember. He's had these videos out for a while, and the video that contained the A-Team van was a ways back. So I don't remember if he did the A-Team van. But he has I'm assuming he does, because when I go on their website, he's had the A-Team van, the Ecto-1, the Bluesmobile, Knight Rider, and the DeLorean. And I think it says you can buy any of these. Like I said, I know right now, one of the last videos I watched, a few videos he's watched, he's been mainly just doing the DeLorean time machines. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Go check him out on, like I said, Bob's Prop Shop and Video Bob Mosley. You can see. He's even had on his video the Knight 4000 from the Knight Rider 2000 movie, where they had that red car. He has that on there. So yeah, you can go check that out. Great video about Back to the Future. Like I said, I thought that was kind of cool.